Hey, I'm Michael Lane, lead investigator and founder of Supernatural Research Society. We're here tonight at the former site of Piney Grove Church. Piney Grove Church is a church that was torn down recently, but before it was torn down, they had a lot of paranormal activity here. Some of the history of the church goes back to, well, I believe the late 90s is when the latest person was buried here that had passed away. But as far as the church and paranormal history goes, several years ago, the congregation just up and left everything still in the church. Nobody could figure out a reason why. There's been rumors of a little girl that may have been killed here, and several groups have been out here investigating and seem to have found some really good evidence. So SRS has come out here tonight, and hopefully we're going to catch our own evidence and be able to show it to you guys. Here with me is my case manager, Cole Taylor, and Cole's just going to give you an idea of what we're going to do tonight.
All right, I'm Cole. What we normally do to start off an investigation, we normally get like some base EMF reads around the area. We try to get our equipment ready for our team. Pretty much just go through the normal routines that any paranormal group would go through. We have quite a bit of equipment that we use to actually do the investigation, but what we could do is we could kind of take you through a lot of the steps that we normally do case by case and show you how SRS does things. Kind of show you what we're doing. Mike's got some dowsing rods, and most people are familiar with them being kind of a water finder. We have our speculations that they can also be used to lead us towards paranormal sightings and paranormal happenings around the area. What he's doing right now, he's kind of going and the dowsing rods across. Then there's said to be paranormal activity going on or a possible spirit around us. As you can see right now, they are kind of crossing, but we are in the middle of a graveyard, so that kind of shows you a lot of things that could be possibly going on in this area. This could be a quite active place.
The rods themselves are made out of brass, very lightweight. When you hold them in your hands, you just kind of let them support themselves and hold them on the edge of your fingers. You don't squeeze hard, you just give it just a light fix, kind of like that, and they just sit there and swing. You want them to stay straight down, so you want them to stay tilted just a little bit. And then as they start turning, as they are now, then you just follow the direction that they're turning, and they'll lead you in whatever direction where a supposed spirit is. Then the theory is that you're close to spirit activity.
Okay, this is Colton and Corey at the old Piney Grove Church EVP session. Is there anybody here with us right now? If so, I got a device in my hand. If you can come up to it and say something into it, it's got a little red light on it. Come up to it and say something into it for us. Tell us your name.
What about you? Are you getting anything?
Just a lot of red dots in the pictures.
This was a very old gentleman here, 1935 or 85, excuse me.
So like
I thought it said 35. Is that a 3?
vertical.
Yes, 1935 to 1986.
Yeah, because that's 1886 right there.
Oh, really?
Yep. Excuse me.
So like
I thought it said 35. Is that a 3?
vertical.
Excuse me.
So like
I thought it said 35. Is that a 3?
vertical.
Yes, 1935. EVP session, Piney Grove Church graveyard, Cole, Michael, and Whitney.
Is there anybody by the last name of Prost, Reed, Bryant, or Torrance with us tonight? If so, make yourself known.
We brought with us a machine called the K2 meter. It's a device that if you come close to will light up. If you're around us right now and can see us and can hear us, please come close to the green light on the ground and make it light up for us.
What we have here, this is a digital voice recorder. Most known in the paranormal world or the paranormal investigation world as an EVP, electronic voice phenomenon. That's what we capture on this. Said to ask, or we ask questions and we provoke. We can actually try to nitpick with things, something that we cannot hear with the human ear, but we'll pick up actually on this device where we can actually hear what's going on. If it's having a conversation, we've had stuff in the past that we've actually investigated to pick up great evidence where we've asked questions at one point in the investigation, didn't hear anything at the time. We went back and reviewed it, and it actually came back a clear voice on there saying a message to us or a message to somebody else to the effect that we're trying to figure out what the spirit or the paranormal is trying to tell us. But this is called a digital voice recorder.
If so, I got a device in my hand. If you can come up to it and say something into it, it's got a little red light on it. Come up to it and say something into it for us. Tell us your name.
Were you the reason why this church fell apart? Why it's shut down and y'all just up and left? What we have here, this is a K2 meter. It's a device we use to measure electromagnetic fields in the area. It's said to actually spike up to the red. We've actually had it spike up to the red in previous cases, but it's anything that's said to be a spirit or paranormal happening is said to give off different readings like this and make it go off. In the case that you get a strong presence around us when we're doing an investigation, normally you're going to see it spike up. If we ask questions, we try to get responses from the paranormal or the spirit that's in the area. And sometimes we even just leave it there and it happens on its own. And we ask it to pass its hand in front of the device. But again, normally this is used in with an electrician. They use this to measure outlets and stuff to that effect, but we use it in a different manner where we're using to help us find the paranormal and help us find spirits as well. So again, this is called the K2 meter, and that's what it does. Tell somebody close to you.
If you're here with us tonight, could you please do something to show us that you're here? Could you make a noise? Could you throw something? Could you please do it again? All right, this tool right here is an infrared thermometer. We use this tool in cases where we may go in and we may feel extreme temperature drops. There's a theory that if there's a spirit around you, a spirit, a presence, anything like that, then it'll cause either a temperature rise in some cases, but in most cases, a temperature drop. So what this does is we can just point it out into whatever direction, and it has a red laser light that points out. And for instance, right now the temperature is 83.6. So if we were in a hot place, a really warm place, and we felt like paranormal activity was happening around us, or we felt like we were in the presence of a spirit, and then all of a sudden the temperature dropped, we would obviously point this into the direction and then get a temperature reading. We've had several instances where we've had drops within anywhere from 10 to 20 degrees. So it really is a great tool to pack up and take along on investigations. Pick those up and we'll try the dowsing rod. Let us know you're here. All right, this is one of the best tools that any paranormal investigator could have. It's just a simple video camera, and then also with the video camera is an add-on, which is basically on this bracket here, and it's an infrared night vision light that just gives you a little bit more better sight when you're looking in the dark. Our cameras that we buy, personally, we don't buy any without the night vision built in, so it'll already have a small one built in right here on the front, but this extra one here just gives you a lot better illumination when you're in total darkness. I like cameras that are made with a hard drive already in it. That way you don't have to use very many tapes. Although some people say that with tapes it's more of a true evidence than the digital. They say the digital can show lots of things such as orbs and stuff like that, make them appear more often than usual. But to me, it's just a lot more handy to have something with a hard drive built right in. Just hook it right up to your computer, and then your evidence is just a download away. But definitely an essential tool that you need. And along with all tools, you always have to have batteries. So it's a very good idea to go out on an investigation with a lot of fresh batteries. We keep a nice supply of batteries because sometimes not only do they run out, but any kind of paranormal activity can also drain the battery power as well. Yeah, that's crazy. Something
in this area.
They're pointing right at you. Let us know you're here. Hey, this is Michael Lane with Supernatural Research Society, and I'm here with fourth generation psychic medium, Reverend Deanya Beatty. She helps us out with a lot of our cases, and so far she's been a really good teammate of ours, and we're glad to have her on board.
And it's been real interesting.
We're glad to have you at this investigation right here in Salisbury, North Carolina. We're at a local VFW where a lot of the patrons here and people that run the place have seen, heard, and smelt things, and it's pretty crazy. One of the ladies that run the place actually thinks that there's probably 3 to 4 spirits here. They're seeing black shadows, they're seeing balls of light, they get a lot of smells. Even put a can out on some flour one night on the bar, came back in the next morning and saw that the can was moved down a whole foot. So we're excited to be here. Hopefully we can gather some good evidence and bring you guys something good to see.
Hi, I'm Karen Boyer, and I'm visiting with you from the VFW in Salisbury. Several months ago, I was visiting with some friends there at this facility, and they were sharing with me some instances that had happened in the building. So based on what they were telling me, I decided that I needed to get in touch with my friends at Supernatural Research. Just to give you a little background about the building was built in 1990, and it was built by the members of the VFW. There was no building on the property prior to that time. We do know that a number of years ago, this was a farm and that there was a sawmill here. There have been a number of instances that have taken place in the building, and in a few minutes you're going to be hearing that specifically from those folks who have experienced the activity.
Hey, I'm here with Julia, she's a bartender, and Melinda, she's the manager here at the VFW, and both of these ladies can tell you some strange things. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed the light, how dim it is right now, but since we've been here, I've already been tapped on the back while putting out some cameras, and the camera mysteriously just, the light just died out on us, so this is what you're getting from that. So I'll let these ladies talk to you and we'll take it from there.
We have unexplainable sounds, sights, smells, touching, as Michael experienced already. We have had someone pass in this building that we believe is still with us. We've attempted our own amateur way to prove this, make contact. We have some amateur evidence that Michael is reviewing for us, and we're pretty much anxiously waiting to see what his group's findings are here.
That's all right, it happens though.
I'm like soaked.
Yeah,
You'll be okay
I can
now.
tell.
He just attached himself till you got right in your space.
It was like he was in me and on me, and
You feel better? You okay?
Yeah. I still feel the effects of it though, you know.
That's okay.
Do you want to tell us what happened?
We were just standing here after the episode that the bar manager, the VFW manager had, where she felt like she was being held down, and something, I feel it right now, I feel it again right now. Something feels like it's just squeezing my
Heavy energy.
chest, like, I'm talking about heavy energy. You know what I mean?
is it like a pain on your left?
Oh, dude, you're cold.
You are cold.
You feel that? He's cold. Like,
He's got a cold neck.
that I'm. You step outside?
You set over with.
Yeah, sit down and step outside one.
I feel the same thing you felt. Just
Yeah, but like your whole body, like
I'm
your
telling
shirt.
you, I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
You're cold, man.
These military men, they have strong presences.
Something don't want us here.
You got cold.
Something.
We've sensed that for a long time.
Yeah.
Get away from me, whoever you are. Just stop. Leave me alone. I'm not scared of you. Leave me alone. We're not here to hurt anybody. We're here to get you out of here and help you cross over if you want to.
You
easing
still
up.
cold?
It's easing up now.
Yeah, you getting warm now.
And I think it had you as strong because I've been watching you were still moving your arms and stuff. I was
Yeah, you were
brutally held.
Yeah.
I feel you warm up a little bit.
I'll tell you one thing. That was freezing. I mean, it's like, all right. I don't even know how to explain that.
Yeah.
It was totally cold on his neck. It looks like he was dead.
Like it did
Like
like
her hands and ours were the same way.
Yeah, it's a strange feeling. We're here. We're going to get you out of here. And I don't know what your problem is or why you don't want us here. But you can't attack anybody here. So don't do it again. You know, we're not going to put up with that. So, you can, you know, leave everybody here alone.
It's not gonna be that easy. I tell you, it's not gonna be that easy.
They're not, feel this cold spot. Feel this right here.
I feel it being cold right here.
You wanna walk over here and feel cold?
Yeah.
Do you feel it?
It's all around me, man.
So I feel it coming from y'all.
You feel it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right here, and the air doesn't hit this far
No,
down.
we both just got cold.
Well, I felt it.
Right here?
Yeah.
Right
You
here.
feel the air moving?
Excuse me.
It's just freezing cold,
It's
and
freezing.
it's not that cold in here.
Do you feel it?
I worked all day. It's 75 degrees. on the
Right
door.
here in front of us and feel it.
Yeah, right here. Which is I've never felt this cold.
It's not that cold under a vent.
There's no vent.
Look. Go up.
No, go
Nothing.
down.
Nothing. Nothing.
Right here.
Dude, it was ice cold. I put the K2 there.
Yeah, I felt
and
the, I felt the
K2
cold.
just went crazy.
Bring it over here this way.
My body's got cold chills.
I know,
I'm telling
I
you
know.
right
Well, I
now.
had to move. I felt it like, I don't know, I just moved.
If you're here, come close to this green light. I just seen you set it off. Keep doing it. There you go. If we know you're right here. Come close to that green light. Do it again. Why are you trying to attack us for? We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to do any harm to you whatsoever. I feel the coldness of your presence around us.
Right here. There's a, I mean,
right
it
here
just got
with
like
us.
cold.
It's right here with
And
us.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
You're damn right I'm here, Mel. And he keeps coming behind me.
See, I felt that when I was standing here. I thought you were still standing behind me.
I know you're there. Okay, I told him what you said.
Why are you being such a coward for me? You're a military guy. You're in the military. Military men are not cowards.
She's coming from that area over there. I feel her real strong over there. She's like the playful one. She likes to move things around. It's suddenly getting cold.
You got a feeling what you look like.
She feels, what I'm feeling is that the anger that's coming from her is that when she died like that. And it's not like she doesn't know she's dead. She's stuck, definitely. Boy, is she stuck.
How about if you walk towards the back of the building?
Because that's where I feel her back there.
Go to the left.
Can we go with
How
you?
far back?
Can we go
How
with
far
you?
back? Pretty far back.
Yeah, she knows us. Can I see where she is? Where are you? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, who it is. There's no doubt. We had to come back here. She had Alzheimer's.
It's
And we
okay.
would have to come back here and get her.
When she said try.
It's okay.
And she would be so confused, she didn't know where she was and she couldn't find her way back out.
It's all right.
And I had to go in that stall and redress her one day. She had the water running wide open and had undressed to get in the tub. And she thought she was alive. She became terrified to come in
So
here.
it was traumatic,
Yes, it became traumatic for her to come in here
and then she'd be in there worse.
and couldn't find her
Yeah,
way out.
okay, that makes
And then she
sense.
would, if she came out the door, she couldn't find him, and she would panic. She would have a complete
Just a whole lot
panic
of-
Well,
attack.
but then when it got bad, the drinks.
Yeah.
She would have a Coke with cherry juice, and she got to the point where I had to make it in front of her because she'd be.
Yeah.
And he would.
And we found out from him, he was having
Putting
to put
her
her
medicine in the
medication in
drink.
her drinks to get her to
So
take it.
she actually would drink his Diet 7
Yeah.
Up from after
I
him.
just keep hearing the same thing. Let me out.
That's what I
Let
told
me
her.
out.
She
The
doesn't
night I
know.
had to get her out of the
Yeah, she
stall,
doesn't know.
I went in the other stall and she was crying.
'Cause she
and
couldn't
like,
get herself out.
Eddie, help me, I can't get out, Eddie.
She had
Eddie,
locked
help
the
me."
door and couldn't
And
get
she
out.
had her clothes all twisted and mangled down around her
Well, if there's
ankles and-
anybody I'm gonna help cross over tonight, it'll be her.
And I don't know how she feels. He just started dating again.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, no, I'm just saying.
I
we
think
thought
she
was
feels
angry
more like he abandoned her here and she can't
because
get
she's
out.
starting to date now. And
That's
it
what's
was-
going on.
yeah.
She's all in there. That's what's going on in
Oh,
her
yeah.
spirit.
Yeah.
I mean,
when you started back in the
There's times
bathroom,
you
I'm
want to
like, oh my
stand up
God.
here and pee down your leg because you just like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, that
I
definitely
can't
was
go back.
Yeah. We've actually wanted to like go in the men's room. That's how
I
bad
have
it's
one
got.
in the
We
men's
have-
room.
we've had
Steph
to.
did yesterday.
We had to. It's very overwhelming.
So Deanna, how do you handle somebody who's in that kind of, if it is, you know, an Alzheimer's patients that don't know where they are, how do you combat that fear, that
She
care?
doesn't, disease doesn't affect you the same way when you're in the spiritual realm.
Okay.
There is a big part of her that will understand everything I say to her. Everything. And I'm gonna help her. And I'll talk to her, soothe her, like I would a child.
Is
'Cause
there
I
any way
feel
you can
bad
send her back
for
to
her.
her homeland?
I'm gonna send her to God.
Because she talks.